Okay, here we go again. Okay, this one's on med beds. Okay, okay, I've already done several videos regarding med beds. So this one's not going to be all new information. This is going to be a bit of, a few of my other thoughts. Some people have asked the same questions time and time again, which is fine. Everyone wants to know. Everybody is desperate and getting desperate, and yeah, so I thought I'd just do an update. So yeah, okay, so here we go. My experience with med beds comes from the Secret Space program, where I was trained to use them. Okay, I was trained in their use and how to operate them and all that sort of stuff. Most of my training was done in the Secret Space program, and a lot of it was also done on Venus, okay, as a healer, vibrational medicine and all different types of healing, natural healing modalities, but with the main focus on vibration. So the med beds is a very advanced piece of technology, okay. It is advanced medical. Now I must emphasize medical technology. It's not just like an average laptop where you get in and you press a button and away you go. Okay, these devices, okay, this technology is operated by medical personnel with medical training. Okay, you're not just going to a grocery store worker or a McDonald's store worker. It's not just going to go, oh, I want a med bed, so I'm going to purchase it, and I'm going to start a healing center and put it in and all of that. They require training, that the same as any other medical technology. It's not just a one push button on wham bam thank you man, it's all done. It's advanced technology, and consciousness plays a big part in it too. So being trained to use them, okay, and I have had them used on me. I have been in the medical med bed myself, okay. Basically what happens is, well, usually in the Secret Space program, you're either half dead or they're age regressing you, or putting you into another body for a mission or something like that. So basically what they do is they take you out of your bed while you're asleep, they put you in the bed, they do the procedure, you wake up, and the procedure's done. So when they go publicly, and some of the beds are actually public, okay, we have one here in Sydney, and there are a couple. I think there's one in the Netherlands. They're being rolled out in Canada. Every country, the healing centers that will be replacing the hospitals are actually being built. They're they're all being set up now as we speak. So their rollout isn't too far away. When the exact date for each country, no idea. Nobody knows. Okay, and well, a few people do know, but they're not saying. They're not allowed to say. But everybody else, no one knows. So please don't ask when they will be available, okay? Because we don't know. Now, I don't know who to contact regarding training. I don't know who to contact in regards to getting your hands on a med bed for your own healing facility. I don't know. The information I share comes straight from my experience in the Secret Space program. It doesn't come from contacts here on the outside world. I don't know. My contacts that I communicate with telepathically and through, technologically, they're in the Secret Space program. They're the Galactics. I don't have anyone out in the public that knows how to acquire these beds or to get on the training list. I don't know. Okay, I wish I did, because I'd be putting my name down, but I don't know. All right, now these beds, they can grow your hair to any length, they can change the color of your hair, change the color of your eyes, they can reshape your body, they can grow, make you taller or shorter, which is not recommended. and they'll only do that in extreme cases. They can make you thinner, they can make you fatter, more muscle, you know, everything. They can regrow limbs. A quadriplegic can regain the use of his arms and legs. Brain injuries, you know, get rid of all cancer cells, you name it. Now, there is one thing that many people have been asking about, and that is suppressing memories. That is emotional trauma, mental illness, mental disability, anything to do with the thoughts. Okay, yes, the beds can suppress those thoughts. Now, if you have had a severe car accident and you were mentally traumatized and you don't want to go outside or get in a car or anything like that, the beds can suppress those memories. However, at some point you have to deal with that trauma, deal with those thoughts, deal with the fears. At some point you have to deal with it. You cannot just go through life going, I had a bad experience, oh well, the bed will get rid of it. No. You had the bad experience for a reason, and that reason must be dealt with. Okay? So when they can suppress the memories, but gradually over time they'll bring that back. You will have to deal with that. And the same goes for a lifetime of illness. Okay? The brain says, my body is ill. Brain says, this is who I am. I am my illness. At some point, you have to face it. That's not who I was. So consciousness comes into a big part of using a med bed. If you are not at the conscious level that you're wanting for your physical life, it's not going to work. Okay, because if you take someone who has lived their whole life with a disability, say a paraplegic, or you know, someone just been sick all their life, and all of a sudden after an hour or so they are completely healthy, their mind still says that they are sick because that's who they've identified themselves with all their life. So what happens then is you will need counseling, and a lot of it, to retrain and reprogram your brain to tell your body and your brain that you are healthy. This is why technology has been suppressed. One of the reasons why technology has been suppressed from humans for so long is because we are only just now on the edge of the level of consciousness, collective consciousness, to be able to deal with the advance in life. Because our brain still wants to say, we're sick, you're sick, you're sick, you're sick. And your body's like, I'm healthy, but your brain says you're sick. So until your brain catches up with your body, you will still be sick. Okay? It doesn't matter what your body's doing. Your body can be the most perfect body ever. If your brain and your thoughts don't match your body, it's useless. Okay, so this is where everybody who uses the beds will be offered counselling, and this is why most healing centres will be that use these beds will be monitored extremely. They will have not just a med bed and a couple of other healing devices and a spiritualist. They will need counsellors. They will need medical staff. They will need, you know, all sorts of different staff just for the one person. Now, age regression is something many people will want to do. Can you imagine being 60, 70 years old, your body's failing, you think that your life is done, you're at the end of your life, and all of a sudden you wake up a couple of hours later and you're 30. All of a sudden you have new opportunities for a new family, to start a family all over again, for kids, for career. Can you imagine the impact that that's going to have on your mental state? Med beds and ET technology that we are being given comes with a whole new phase of problems. It's not just a one fix all. Where there's something that is good, there's also something that needs to be healed as well. And it's kind of like putting the control of a nuclear weapon in the room full of kindergarten kids. You have to be at a level of awareness and consciousness to be able to cope and deal with it without getting hurt, without making it worse. And that's going to be the trick. Everyone's going to want to be healed. Oh, I can't do this because my legs hurt. I can't do this because I'm always sick. If only I could get in the med bed, my whole life will change. But will your thoughts change with it? That's the thing. Okay? You need to understand that med beds bring a whole new set of problems. They bring addiction. They bring, reliability. I'm going to do something stupid because if I break my back, who cares? The med bed will fix me. I change my hair. I grow my hair, or I change my body. Oh wait, that's not good enough. Now I'm going to change this. That's not good enough. Next week I'm going to do this. Then the week after I'll do this. Med beds open up a whole new can of worms. You have to be consciously at a state where you can handle it. Not get addicted to it. Not rely on it. Not think that it's just a one fix and if my body's great then my mind will be great. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. Bringing and introducing technology into a civilization that is not ready is extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous. So before you decide you want to do a healing center and sounds great, let's get some med beds and let's do this, think about it. Think about everyone that you're going to need on your support staff to treat every single patient. Not just one or two patients that you think may need it. Every single person that comes through that door into that bed is going to need hours of counseling, is going to need nutrition perhaps, is going to need 24/7 support. It's not just get in the bed, yep, thank you, see you later, have a great life, come back if you need anything else. It's not like that. The mental state has to match the physical state. Otherwise, the physical state is going to remain in the same predicament as what the mental state says. Okay? You have to be aware of that. You really do. It's not a one fix all. It's, I fix this, something else pops up. I fix this, something else pops up. It's all up here, all of it. Okay? The physical body does what the brain tells it, what the mind tells it. It's the mind. Remember, physical life is 90% mental and only 10% physical. If the mental's not there, then there's no point with the physical. Okay? So just remember that. Where there's technology, consciousness has to match the technical capabilities. Otherwise, you're in for a whole world of trouble. You just go from one addiction or one bad phase of humanity to another, and it's not worth it. It's really not. So if you're thinking in getting a bed or starting a healing center, really sit down and think about exactly what you're going to need and how it's going to be, how it's going to affect you personally, how it's going to affect your staff, how it's going to affect your patients, because your patients will need all the support they can get, all of it, 24/7 support in some cases. Okay? And not only is it like a walk-in day thing and go home, some people will need to stay for several days. So you need to have like a hospital ward where people can stay, where counselors and nutritionists and career advisors and family advisors and all that sort of stuff can help you through it, can help the people through it. Okay? So just think before. It sounds like a wonderful idea. There's so much more to it than just having a bed and people walk in during the day and then have their procedure and walk out and never hear from them again. There's so much more to it than that, and that's why med beds are going to be extremely well controlled, because they are too addictive, they are too easy to rely on to live your life, to make the choices for you. And that's why the Alliance, the White Hats, the military is pretty much in charge of their rollout. They don't want to just give a med bed to every Tom, Dick and Harry and go, there you go, because humanity is going to be thrown into absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. Okay, so just think about it before you jump in. You're going to need a lot of support staff. A lot. Okay? A lot of support staff. Alright, so if you've got any questions, put them in the comments. I can't see the comments on my phone that I'm on now, and then I'll answer them later, okay? But yeah, the information I share is from my memories in the secret space program. I don't have contacts out here in public on how to get your hands on one or how to get on the list for training. I don't know. I really don't. I wish I did, but I don't. Okay? I just share information about the med beds, not how you can get hold of them. Alright, thank you guys, and have a beautiful day. Thanks, bye.